So let's talk about the fact that Bayern need a target man to score goals, and there have been reports that they are going to prepare a big money offer for Harry Kane. It is glaringly obvious that they do need a player like this, Stevie.
Get it done. If you can get it done, go and get it done. It'll completely transform this team. In fact, if they'd done it last year, probably Nagelsmann would still be in a job. So this is a complete and utter no-brainer for Bayern Munich. Absolutely. Get Harry Kane, and then you can look forward. Not only Bayern, but Harry Kane can look forward to getting some silverware in his cupboard. I think it's an absolute no-brainer.
Putting Harry Kane in this lineup against Manchester City, would it have made all the difference, Shaka?
It would have made a difference. I don't know if it would have made all the difference. I still think City are a better team, but certainly and then this is the other assumption that this is Harry Kane comes in and just fits in quite seamlessly. There's no reason to suggest that he won't, but then 12 months ago I'd have said the exact same thing about Sadio Mane. As long as Harry Kane comes in and does what he has been doing for Spurs for all these years, I think no question Bayern are a better version of themselves. And that's it, with the greatest respect to Choupo-Moting, who came in, hit the ground, was better than anybody expected. But he's not a Robert Lewandowski, he's not a Harry Kane. To Bayern's own issues, well, certainly I can think of one other club on the red side of Manchester that are probably having exactly those same thoughts. So it then becomes a little bit of who pushes furthest and hardest to get Harry Kane. I'm not sure either club wants to get drawn into that kind of a bidding war.
This is way easier for Tottenham, though, isn't it?
Oh, it's great for Tottenham.
I mean, for Tottenham, this is great.
Great for Harry Kane too.
But it's perfect for Harry Kane, as long as his family are okay about moving abroad. Then this is easy for everybody. I think from a player's point of view, dead easy. You're going to win stuff at Bayern. Nobody loses at Bayern. You don't leave Bayern without a trophy in your cabinet. So easy peasy.
You usually don't. We're going to see what happens this season, though. What's the likelihood of this happening, Archie? How invested are they in bringing Harry Kane in?
Oh, there's been talk about this dating back well into last year. The question for me is, and Kay, you know how much I like the Bundesliga. The question is, from a Premier League point of view, when Harry Kane is not too far off that all-time record goal-scoring tally of Alan Shearer, whether he would want to move to the Bundesliga at this stage in his career. And I wonder whether Bayern is sexy enough a proposition. Of course, as Stevie says, you are going to win trophies right now. But the way that Bayern have gone in Europe recently is not all that encouraging. I would be sceptical if Harry Kane is immediately convinced of, I'm going to go to Bayern.
Okay, it's an interesting one, isn't it? What would you think of that, Kieran? Harry Kane giving up the Premier League to go to Bayern if the big money offer came in for him, and there were options as well.
Yeah, I just wouldn't want to see it. I'm a big Harry Kane fan. He's going to transform any team he goes to at the end of the day. But I think Archie's right. Like he's got accolades that he probably wants to achieve in the UK game. He's an English boy. He's going to be a Premier League great. And we want to see him in the Premier League. I want to see him in the Premier League. I don't think he's going to, if he goes to Bayern, he's going to go and play in Europe and he's going to play in the Champions League and he's probably going to get far in the Champions League. But then, for 60% of the rest of the season, he's going to be playing in games that, we're probably not going to be able to see him as much because, I just think the Premier League is where he wants to be. And yeah, I would like to see him stay. I'd like to see him at United, to be honest.
The other thing to this is Daniel Levy, of course, because we're talking about two clubs here in Manchester United and Spurs that are 4th and 5th in Premier League right now. And if you're Daniel Levy, you're thinking, I'd prefer to do business with Bayern. So if we know he's a tough negotiator, Daniel Levy, and that's putting it as nice as I can, but you could quite easily see him saying to Bayern, I'll accept less than what I'd accept from Manchester United, and you can tack that on to Harry Kane's wages for all I care, just as long as I'm not strengthening Manchester United, strengthening another team who'll be competing for top 4. So there's lots of ways that this can play out.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.